Stop everything. This just happened. Venezuelans around the world are flooding the streets, crying, cheering, hugging strangers, because Nicolás Maduro has reportedly been captured and flown to the United States, indicted on drug and weapons charges. If this is real, it could rewrite the political map of Latin America overnight. But here's the big question nobody's asking yet. What happens next, and who benefits? Alright, welcome back to Breaking Supporters. If you're new here, this is where we cut through the noise and actually talk about what matters. So make sure you subscribe and hit that like button if you value real discussion. For years, Venezuela has been synonymous with crisis. Hyperinflation that wiped out life savings. Food shortages, power outages, gangs controlling neighborhoods, millions forced to flee, not because they wanted to, but because they had no choice. And at the center of all of it, Nicolás Maduro. Maduro has been accused for years by the U.S. government of running what they call a narco-state, allegedly using drug trafficking and weapons deals to stay in power while everyday Venezuelans suffered. Indictments were issued years ago, rewards were offered, but nothing ever happened. Until now. According to multiple reports circulating rapidly online, Maduro has been captured, removed from Venezuela, and flown to the United States to face charges related to narcotics trafficking and weapons distribution. And the reaction? Immediate, emotional, overwhelming. Videos are pouring in of Venezuelans in Miami, Madrid, Bogota, and Caracas chanting, waving flags, shouting things like, "We are free. We are happy." People who haven't celebrated anything in years are finally allowing themselves to hope. Now, before anyone jumps in the comments, yes, details are still developing. And yes, we need verified confirmation. But the global reaction alone tells you something massive is happening. If you're watching right now, pause for 1 second, drop a comment. Do you believe this changes Venezuela for good, or are you skeptical? I want to hear it. Now let's get into the comment section because this is where things get really interesting. One comment says, "That doesn't make sense to me. If we stop selling oil to the US, wouldn't that make oil cheaper in Canada and bring gas prices down?" This right here shows how global this story is. People aren't just thinking about Venezuela. They're thinking energy, oil markets, gas prices. And that's valid. Venezuelan oil has always been a geopolitical chess piece. If sanctions shift, if leadership changes, energy markets absolutely feel it. Another person replies, "We will figure this one out too. We are Canada strong." That's optimism, national pride. But it also shows uncertainty. People feel like big decisions are being made way above their heads. Then this comment. "It will take at least 10 years before Venezuelan oil hits the market. Liberals will block any oil deals for sure." This is frustration talking. And not just about Venezuela. This is about distrust in leadership, about people feeling that ideology blocks practical solutions. Someone else chimes in, "Yes, this was my thought exactly." That's how comment sections snowball. Agreement builds momentum. Now here's where it takes a sharp turn. One comment says, "Canada becoming part of the US is becoming inevitable." That's not really about Canada joining the US. That's anxiety. That's someone reacting to a world that feels unstable, where borders, alliances, and power structures feel like they're shifting fast. Then another says, "So we ship to China?" Short, sarcastic, but sharp. Because energy doesn't disappear, it just goes somewhere else. And finally, this one. It's odd that he's reading off a script. He normally doesn't do that. That's suspicion. People are watching leaders closely now. Body language, tone, scripts. Because trust is at an all-time low. And that's the common thread here, distrust. Let's zoom out. If Maduro is truly gone, this is not just a Venezuelan story. This affects U.S. foreign policy, Latin American stability, migration patterns, and yes, oil markets. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Removing a dictator doesn't automatically fix a country. Venezuela's institutions are weak. Corruption didn't start or end with one man. And power vacuums are dangerous. The U.S. now faces a critical moment. Do they support democratic rebuilding, or do they just check a box and move on? And for Venezuelans celebrating right now, their joy is real and it's earned. But history shows us that revolutions don't end at the arrest. They begin there. If you agree with that, smash the like button. It helps more people see this conversation. Here's what to watch for next. Number 1. Confirmation. Official court filings. DOJ statements. Extradition details. Number 2. Who fills the power gap in Venezuela? Military leaders? Opposition figures? International oversight? Number 3. Sanctions. If they shift, energy markets will react fast. And yes, that affects gas prices everywhere. And number 4. Migration. Millions of Venezuelans are watching closely to see if home becomes possible again. Drop your thoughts below. Is this the beginning of real change, or just another chapter in a long, painful story? Look, moments like this don't happen often. And whether you're celebrating, skeptical, or cautiously hopeful, your voice matters. This story is moving fast, and we're going to stay on it right here at Breaking Supporters. So make sure you're subscribed, notifications on, because the next update could change everything. In the next video, we're going to dig into who actually benefits from Maduro's removal, and the answer might surprise you. Stay sharp, stay engaged, and I'll see you in the next one.